Barbara, and we're from Miss Curtis's 5th period group class. And what we did was product number 1, which was making a comparison between a normal kid's childhood and Ender's childhood.
Okay, this is Ender's box. And then here's a hand scanner to open up the box. And then we have buttons, and then a keypad, and an enter button.
It's made of a pom-pom.
Okay.
And this is Bob's box, and as you can see, it's decorated in many lovely stickers, and there's handprints on the side because little kids like to get messy. And if you open the box, it says, "A typical American kid. For the sake of this project, let's name him." And then we wrote Bob on the front because we thought it was a pretty American name.
Okay, to start off with,
We would like to make a comparison on the boxes, actually. If you look at Bob's box, it's pretty full.
yeah, it's overflowing with toys. And then Ender, it's quite empty. There's not really much to it.
He didn't have much of a childhood.
Nope.
Okay, I guess our first comparison would be family. Because see, in a normal childhood life, it doesn't really matter how many kids you had. You could have 0 to however many you want. You know, you've heard those TV shows about the people who have 8 kids or whatever. This pitch has 6.
And then in Ender's game, the law said that you could only have up to 2 kids. And Ender was an exception. He was called third.
For many reasons. Not really this one. Okay, another comparison would be, I guess, birthday parties. In Ender's childhood,
They would actually forget about their birthday. They wouldn't celebrate their birthday, or, you know, they wouldn't really have one, or wouldn't really be there.
but in a normal kid's childhood, they would have a birthday. So we're going to represent Ender's childhood with this balloon. Okay, so that's that. Okay, I thought another good comparison, we did, was the toys. As you can imagine, there was like VHS tapes, jump rope, water balloons.
You can tell that there's like a lot of variety. The toys that they had, like, you know, they were just like for entertainment, for fun. It wasn't really serious like Ender's was, where it was like for logic skills and to beat the war. You know, it was just for fun.
Another comparison would be like books, because see, in a normal childhood, when you're about like the age of 6 or something, you're not reading big books, and it's pretty simple. Like we have Dr. Seuss and Biscuit wins a prize.
And then for Ender, like his family, they were super smart. He would be reading a lot more challenging books, things that not even I could understand. You know, they were really challenging books. Those are just starter books.
Another thing we'd like to point out is technology, because like we've been saying, all the stuff in a normal childhood is merely for fun. So this is like a DS.
And their games, like their video games, they would just be for entertainment again. And then for Ender, it would be more like for education, to learn more about the buggers, to improve their logic skills. This would be like his desktop thing that he would always use.
It's all about the wars, the buggers.
Yeah.
Another comparison would be trends. See, in a normal childhood, you're going to things like silly bands, missy jeans, dye the hair, all that fun stuff.
And then in Ender's game, they would play buggers and astronauts, and their big trend would be to have high ranking and to be the buggers.
They also only wore one outfit at school, kind of like a private school, but it was more refined. You just wore that.
They just had that jumpsuit. They would always have to wear that.
They even wore it at home, didn't they?
And then in normal childhood, they would have wardrobe of different
You could wear
clothes, all
anything
types, different seasons.
Frilly stuff. all that good stuff.
that fits your style.
Okay, we got another major comparison, and this one's major. If you look at these pointers, you can tell like a leader would use a pointer. You know, like they're leading. And if you notice the difference between these two, this one's a lot shorter because people in normal childhood or something, like normal life, they're fighting to protect our country. But in Ender's Game,
They're fighting to save the world and all humankind.
and that's a way bigger job.
Also, like kids, they're being led. You know, they're the ones that are being raised by adults to become better, you know, to become disciplined. But then Ender's Game, like they would be fighting to be commanders.
They're training to be the leader.
They're being tested, yeah, to become the biggest, best commander.
And then another thing, in our childhood or whatever, we like to race cars, Hot Wheels, stuff like that.
And their competition was more innocent, while Enders, it would be more about competition to become greater, who's better, and everything. And then they would be playing with spaceships and airplanes and that kind of stuff, space. Okay, school. A normal childhood, kids would go to school normally. And then in Ender's Game, he did go to school. Ender did go to school, but then he was sent to battle school.
Okay,
There's a water gun to represent the guns that they used in the battle rooms. And
it was the freeze guns.
yeah,
And
and
so they're just to represent the water gun.
of course they're more violent and stuff.
Theirs was merely for war, ours is for entertainment again.
And then last but not least, here is a representation for Ender's microchip that was placed in his neck.
Okay, another thing I'd like to point out is that if you look at these two boxes, this one is all fun and happy. This one's more dark and technical. You can see there's ships and stuff. And this one's more like animals and bright, fun stickers and stuff. So you can kind of tell the difference just between that about what their childhood was like.
Yeah.